What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a little title from itch.io called Neophyte. This is a game about being overpowered. If you've ever played something like Wizard of Legend, I think it's kind of similar, except a little bit more arena-like. This is a game where you are a novice mage that's being sent through trials. It is a trial to the death. If you make it through, you become an actual wizard, as I understand it, but most of the time I just die catastrophically. So they send you on into a arena gladiatorial pit with just your fists, and slowly as you defeat waves, you're going to get new upgrades, things that make you radiate energy, crackle lightning everywhere. By the time you get to the 8th or the 9th wave, you've definitely got some cool skills under your belt that you can play around with. So I figured since it was pretty silky smooth when I played it earlier in my test run, we'd give it a video here today. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I have a link for you over on itch.io. The game's available for $1 right now. On top of that, you can also find a link down below to my Discord and my Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to swing through and talk to me live on either medium. I'll do my best to be there, baby. All right, let's go ahead and start the game on off. All right, so here we are. We're a little dude with a crystal in our forehead. As of right now, we don't really have a whole lot going for us. We can, like, shoot some fireballs. I guess that's kind of randomized. The last time I played the game, I had a punching attack on my left click, and I had this on my right click. We've got kind of a fan of blades that kills everything around us, and we've got little fireballs we can shoot for right now. Let's go ahead and push the button. The enemy's gonna spawn. And we're going to be able to take a look. This counter's going to go down, and here's the first wave. I'm going to go ahead and send some fireballs out that direction. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, I'd rather not get smacked. I was playing a different game where the dodge key was bound to a different key before I recorded this, so unfortunately, I'm probably going to miss a couple dodges here and there. Bottom of the screen, we've got our overall level wave that we're on. We've got our HP right here. We've got our MP over on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and wipe these guys out real fast. At the bottom, you can see the skills that we have available, and then we have a full stat display over here on the right, because you're going to be accumulating passive bonuses that, like, increase your attack power, that increase your crit, that increase your movement speed, your critical damage, all that kind of stuff. After every single wave, we're going to get a chest that we can loot up. So let's see what we got. Looks like we've got some 20 life right there. Okay, I'll take that. 20 more maximum life. We've also got Elemental Devotion. Whenever you cast an elemental damage spell, you gain power. It stacks up to 10 times, but casting a damage spell of a different element will remove all of the stacks. Okay, so that's good for, like, spamming one ability. We've got a couple of new things up here. These might be perks. These might be spells. You kind of got to go through them and figure out what they are. So we have Brawler. We have 20% damage resistance. I can talk today, I swear to God. So long as there are at least 3 enemies within a couple of tiles of you. We've got an Invigorating Brew, which means that health potions now give us mana as well. We've got Heavy Hitter, which allows us to hit harder, but reduces our attack speed by 12%. Probably go with Brawler, I guess. We've also got some passive upgrades here. We can get some attack power, we can get damage resistance, or we can get more life. I'm going to take the damage. All right, let's go to the next wave. 3 seconds till big drop. We've got this thing. There they are. Now they got little range guys, too. So we're going to want to watch out for all the bullet spam that's going to be coming our way pretty shortly. I'm going to try to pick off these little damage guys out here. There we go. We'll go ahead and take care of business right there. It's not the end of the world if you get hit, so don't worry about that too much. Your HP, especially if you pick up a couple of regeneration tokens, it comes back pretty rapidly. Like, as you can see from our MP, that also comes up pretty rapidly. I feel like my fireball is going slightly to the right of wherever my cursor is, but it's possible that there may be just, like, a slight spread to it. What do we have here? Oh, we got a new spell slot. Nice. So we got Stone Skin. Encase yourself in a layer of stone for 5 seconds, absorbing damage equal to 40% of your max life. Let's give it a go. Oh, yeah, look at that. We've got, like, a little Tanuki Mario thing that we can do right there. Oh, and I can move around while I have it active, too. We got 4% evasion right there. Okay. Over here, we've got Psychic Scream. Whenever you take 35% of your life as damage, you destroy all projectiles to stun all enemies within 5 tiles. We've got Dynamo. After moving 15 tiles, the next non-basic damage spell you cast has more damage. Or we've got Mana Shield. Spending mana gives you a 3% damage resistance for 6 seconds and stacks 8 times. I'll go ahead and take that. And then we've got damage resistance, maximum life. I'm just going to take attack speed. I want to be like a whirlwind blender of damage out here. 3 seconds. All right, enemies coming on in. We now have landmines that are going to be flying around. As far as I understand, the landmines from the last time that I played, they don't actually damage anything that's near them when they explode except for me. So if there's enemies around, it bounces them around, but it doesn't seem to DPS them at all. I'll go ahead and beat you up a little bit. Stone Skin's fun too. I think Stone Skin has pretty cool combo applications because I can pop Stone Skin and then jump into combat, and I feel like that'll actually end very advantageously for me. Basically, it'll act as a little bit of damage mitigation while I get my DPS up and spinning. Go ahead and get you with a fireball right there. We don't actually have any of the cool fireball abilities yet. There are modifications that you can get to some of these spells that'll come up as part of your perks. So like last run, I had one where every time I cast a fireball, my casting speed gets like 5% faster. So it would spin up like a minigun. So it's like boom, 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 boom. And that was pretty fun. On top of that, I gave it more explosiveness. And then also it lit things on fire for like a damage over time effect. It was pretty rad. What is that right there? So we got maximum mana. That's good. Battle hunger. Whenever you kill an enemy, you get life and mana regeneration. That's actually pretty dope. Okay, I'll take that. We've also got life regeneration over here. I would suggest that maybe we pick that up just so we can disengage with the enemy and recuperate a little bit if we get ourselves into trouble. I'll probably take more maximum mana right there so that I can spam a little bit harder. Thus far, we haven't got any wild and crazy abilities just yet, but they are forthcoming. Don't panic. We've got a little bug guy over here. These bug guys, they dodge your bullets. They can be a little bit annoying. When I had a punch attack, they were a little bit easier to deal with. I'm going to go in for Stone Skin right there. Big combo. Looks good. Managed to thin out the field a bit. Get you. All right. I'm just going to focus on using my knives for right now. I feel like the knives plus our mana regeneration are going to go really, really well for me. Stone Skin is almost back up on cooldown, so we'll pop that real fast. Alas, I couldn't get over here in time, I don't think. Well, I kind of got there in time. We'll go ahead and do that. We've got a health potion up there. I think I'm going to duck on into this group. And even if I take damage, we just picked up all that new regen, so I'm not that worried about it. There we go. Wipe you out real quick. Got that. Get you. And then that should... Hey, how dare you bump into me with your spikes, bro? How dare you? I wasn't looking to get impaled today. Sometimes I'm in the mood for impalement, but right now the itch just ain't striking me. We got power, we got life, and we got a new spell slot. Let's see what we get. So we have a Grasping Vines spell. You get a line of thick vines in the target direction that snare enemies, preventing their movement. Okay, and then we got some crit damage right there. Not my favorite, but it's something. Crippling Aura. Enemies within 3.5 tiles have lower movement speed and less attack speed. We've got Arcane Affinity, so your arcane damage goes up. That's going to work with our Whirling Death, I think. And then we've also got Close Combat. 30% more damage inside of 3.5 tiles. I feel like that's probably our guy right there. We've got even more health regeneration. Since we're relying on a very close range strategy right now, I'm gonna try to keep my regeneration looking spiffy. Rather you not blow up all over me. These guys fire a death ray right here, so we are gonna have to deal with him before too long. Otherwise, the entire battlefield is just going to turn into a nasty mesh array of, damage-generating beams that we can't get around and, blocking our egress. And so I'd rather not deal with that. Leave my bird alone, you know what I mean? Let's see here. I guess that's an egret. Never mind. I take it back. Wordplay failed. Meh, 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 meh. Splattercat is bad at his job. A couple of these dudes down. These little purple guys really seem to have, a very real problem with me as a human being. If I even am a human being. I mean, we've got a giant sapphire embedded in our forehead. Isn't there some rapper that did that? I feel like there was some rapper that has a ruby or something like that embedded in his forehead. He actually had it surgically implanted inside of his dome piece. I don't know, man. That's a bit too far for the image for me. I feel like the point at which you're embedding precious stones in your face, that creates a real liability. What if you get run up on, man? What if somebody decides they want that ruby more than you want that ruby, and they just, yoink that thing out of your forehead with, a flathead screwdriver, you know what I mean? These are the possible fail points that I think about when it comes to any conceivable plan like embedding precious gems in your forehead. That's where my brain goes. You deal more damage to incapacitated and snared enemies. I didn't even use my Vine ability on that last one. I probably should have. Black Hole. Create a swirling vortex at the position which pulls enemies within 3.5 tiles and does a bunch of damage. That's probably what I'm going to take. We have Static Discharge. This one right here is kind of like a Spirit Bomb. I had it on a previous run. You basically sit there and you're like, ha! And a little ball above your head gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it explodes outwards with lightning. This guy right here is Solar Beam. You get a concentrated beam of sunlight towards the target direct. I need it. It's a death ray, dude. You can't offer me things like spiffy death rays and expect me not to use it. We're gonna use that instead of the spinning blades. I gotta have the death ray. Okay, it's a little mana costly, but I can work on that by giving myself more mana generation. I don't know if I want to use that. So that's actually, it's not that thick of a line, but we could probably use it to set up traps. Like, I do feel like there is some level of synergy between what we have. I'm going to put that right there and just see what happens. It actually does grab and hold them down. They weren't kidding about that. All right, let's go ahead and get over here. The downside is most of the spells in this game are not, like, crazy mobile. Like, almost all the spells require you to just kind of, like, sit still. There we go. I do wish that you could move a little bit while casting the spells, even if it was at kind of like a slower rate. We'll kind of get out of the way of that right there. I'll probably throw you over there. That's got kind of a longer cooldown on it, so I feel a little bit nervous about using it. Yeah, we just got chunked a little bit right there. Okay, well, there is the option that we can use our stone form to absorb damage while we fire this thing off. I would like to get rid of the beam guys if we're going to focus on nothing else. And I do hope that they add in friendly fire at some point for the enemies. Like, the enemies should, like, hurt each other effectively. Like, because they've got, like, giant death rays and beams and stuff. Dude, I like my death ray, though. My death ray's making me kind of happy right now. I can't help it. Like, whenever I play a video game, I got to take the death ray. We'll go ahead and fire off a couple primary spells right there. And we've got our stone skin back up so I can hang tight for a minute and just kind of death ray things down. Oh my god, I just got chewed on. Luckily, we have the regeneration of a champ, and so I think we're going to be all right. There's a lot of bullets flying around, though, and they always seem to have just enough range to get me with that death ray. Go ahead and wipe you guys out. I'm going to dash through. You do get iframes on the dash. It is explicitly mentioned during the tutorial that you are immune to damage during your dash. So that's one of those little tidbits of information that's incredibly useful and should probably be paid attention to. I'm going to go ahead and throw out some fireballs over here. Get you guys. There we go. Just kind of sweep and clear a bit. And that should be another wave down. I think I'm going to swap out the vines for something else. I think I'm going to swap out the vines maybe for the daggers possibly. Yeah, that seems all right. What you got for me? We got some more attack power right there. Very much appreciated. Cooldown reduction of 10%. I'll take that too. We can get our maximum life increased by about 40 right there. We've got Boiling Blood. Whenever you collect a healing potion, you deal 400% of the amount healed as damage to enemies inside of 5 tiles. We have Spontaneous Combustion. Your critical hits now ignite enemies, dealing 110% of your power as fire damage over 3 seconds. Since we're sweeping a lot of guys with that death beam, I feel like that's a solid play. We are going to need some more mana regen, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and take that right now. So I want to get my mana ticking very, very quickly. I'm just going to hang out right here and just sort of like jump these dudes as they come out, because I think early thinning of waves is a really, really good idea. We've got 5 seconds till the next wave comes on in. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys dealt with right there. Got 90 mana at the moment. Get you guys. I think there was an opening. Go ahead and put some death ray on them. Yeah, make them feel it. Feel the death ray. Burn in unrighteous fire. Let's see if I can get him down while my shield holds. Doesn't look like it went that way, though. Don't even know if I needed that health potion right there. Whittle off some of the ranged guys in the back. I think as soon as we get Stone Skin up, I'm just going to run into the midst and see how many of them I can get. And in fact, that was actually pretty effective. That wasn't too bad. Lots and lots of bullets flying around. I'm just going to hope that our passive regen takes care of it. It doesn't look like we're taking any amount of, like, considerable damage from enemy attacks right now. So I think we're okay. I want that guy dead. Anybody that fires a beam has got to go. Yeah, exactly. He's beaming me again. Get my shield up. Get a little bit of damage off right there. Actually, I feel like that potion ability might have actually been pretty good. That 400% explosion may have gotten something done. Let's go ahead and wipe out enemies right here. I'm a big fan of the enemy density in this game. I think that's one thing that the game does very, very well, is that the enemy density is quite nice. And the time to kill seems to be about right for the amount of things that are on screen. All right, got you. Go ahead and light you up. We got one little dude chasing us around over here. Not too worried about it, though. Go ahead and death ray you down. I'm just going to eat that rock straight to the dome piece. All right, so that guy's now down. Let's take a look, and we've got... I have no idea what that is. Apparently, we got Entangling Dash. Whenever you dash, Grasping Vines is cast between the start and end point. Okay, a little bit more attack power right there. We have Ghost Form. I had this on my last run, actually. It's a spacebar ability. It turns you into an incorporeal ghost. It allows you to move, like, really, really fast and move through enemies. And then on top of that, anything that's within, like, X amount of space of you gets feared and runs away. Power Fist. Punch towards the target direction, dealing 70% of your power as lightning damage to enemies in front of you. Every third hit will deal more damage in a larger area. We also have Crackle. Summon a bolt of lightning. Deals 155% and jumps to the nearest enemy 7 times. That sounds delightfully spammable. I think I'm going to go for the delightfully spammable. That's what sounds... I mean, I do like the idea of getting a new basic ability instead of the Fireball. Maybe I'll do that, because I've seen the Crackle ability. I want to see how Power Fist does. Okay. I think that's fine. I mean, it's got a little bit of splash to it. I don't know. I don't know if I made the right choice. I'll be honest. Let me get a little bit more mana per second, just so I can spam my beam even more aggressively. We're going to camp up like right here, and as they come out, we're going to try to get as many of them as possible. Oh, there's a new guy over here. What does he do? Apparently he dies to my death ray is what he does. I'm not feeling the mana regen just yet. Kind of whittle away. I'll probably get down in here and just kill as many of you as I possibly can. Just on spawn. I mean, it does do damage. I'm going to put on my stone form real fast, see how many of those I can bounce around. We did take a little bit of a scuffing right there, but I think I can live with it. I don't know what the wizards do because I haven't been watching, but I'd rather not find out. Good death ray opportunity right there. Light a couple people on fire, maybe let them burn a bit. I don't think we have the crit chance to really make that strategy work, though. Let's get on in here with stone form, see how many we can kill in one big, nasty, aggressive burst. We did take a little bit of damage right there, but I think the overall HP regen is going to carry. There we go, a couple more down. I think let's go ahead and get rid of some of these bullets that are going to be on screen. Yeah, I'll try and whittle away some of the ranged guys. There we go. Nice little fan of blades right there. Got to wait for my mana to come back. Now that my mana is back where I want it to be, got a little bit of damage off right there. Some of them are burning to death, so that's good. I'm okay with taking a little bit of arrow damage just because, like, I've got such solid regen that I don't think I need to panic worry about taking damage like I did on my last run. My last run, I didn't have very good regen, and so, like, I really had to carefully plan where I was going to take a hit from. There we go. You guys die for me real quick, and then we just got a couple buggy boys left down here. I do like the animation of the game, too. Even things like the little punch animations are kind of like chibi, but they look good. We've got evasion right there, so that'll help us mitigate even further. Faster attack speed. I will definitely take that, too. Levitation while channeling. You float at 60% of your normal speed. That's pretty good. Basic spell gives you 8 mana, so we can actually recharge ourselves. Whenever an enemy damages you, it may flee in fear. I'm going to take this one. Yeah, there we go. See, now I can move while I'm casting my damage spell. That's great. We can take more power. We can take more attack speed. Or more move speed. I'm going to take the attack power, but the move speed was very, very tempting. It was deeply tempting. All right, we're going to go ahead and eliminate one spawn right here as much as possible. Oh, those guys had like little shields and stuff. Okay. I'm going to wait for mana for a minute. That should actually, I think that levitation is going to be kind of major towards our overall play style. Like, I think that's actually going to go pretty good. Let's go ahead and get in here and just kill whatever we can. There's a nice little density of murder right there that we were able to pull off. And then this over here, we'll just kind of strafe this group, light people on fire when and where we can. Hopefully the dot gets them. I do think we're going to need more mana regen before too long. We'll just knock those guys out of our corner real fast. And we'll kind of strafe this center group. Oh my god. Okay, almost got got. Almost got got. That was almost bad. Things happened. There we go. Kill a few more. Grab that potion right there. Looks good. I don't know. Oh boy, risky. Big risky for the bisky right there, but it dropped the health potion, so we're okay. I probably should have taken the mana regen on punch. That probably was the smarter play. There are a lot of things happening right now. There we go. My regen actually outruns 1 or 2 beams on me, so that's really good. Let's go ahead and just damage who we can over here. I don't even know if we're scoring kills at this point. There's so many of them. Like, I keep murdering like a dozen at a time by dashing in and doing my spin of blades, but man, there's so many. There is a large selection of enemies here, but I am enjoying the enemy variety too. I mean, for a $1 game that's still currently being worked on and like fiddled with, don't hate it, actually. I think they've got like a pretty cool little modified roguelike Smash TV idea going on at the moment that's kind of working for me on multiple levels. As somebody that really enjoys Dynasty Warriors style games and just kind of meat grinder games where you mow down like thousands of enemies that individually are no threat to you, but like en masse can catch you up in little traps and whatnot, I'm actually sort of enjoying the premise of this game. It's simple, but it's customizable, and it allows you to be OP and like wipe out just wave after wave after wave of enemies. They give you the tools you need in order to stay out of the way by like dodging and whatnot, and so I'm actually fairly happy with how this plays. It feels pretty good too. Like, my only gripe I think right now is I think that the beginning move speed could be a little bit higher. Like, I do feel like the MC moves a little bit slowly, but I don't know how that would affect overall balance of the game and like the design. But I do think they could probably get away with speeding up the MC by like 20-25% just to make the game flow a little bit better and feel a little bit more fast-paced. I think that's just the only thing really that's jumped out at me just yet. Critical hit chance? Yeah, we've got that burning ability, so let's take that. Simplicity, your basic spells deal more damage. Okay. 20 maximum life right there. We've got Meteor Form, which is basically a Dragoon jump from Final Fantasy. You jump into the air, you come crashing down, you obliterate everything. We've got Ghost Form again, and we've got Burst. Create a bubble at the target position that explodes after a delay, dealing 80% of your power to... Yeah, we could probably use that and just sprinkle that around. How expensive is it? Oh, that's spammable. That's a basic ability? Oh, that's pretty good, dude. I like that. Okay, yeah, I'll take that, and then I guess we can throw... I don't know, maybe vines over on our E key. I'm probably not going to use it, but no, dude, I dig that. It's a bummer that it's not channeled, because I'd love to be able to levitate while I'm doing it. I see opportunities there. Evasion. I'm going to take the evasion since that's like flat damage avoidance. Let's see how it does. Like, this is kind of like a spammable... And my crits are lighting them on fire. Yes, dude. Okay. All right, let's dash into the middle here, get a couple kills, pay a couple bills. Oh, I like that ability. That's a good ability right there. If I could actually get, like, faster attack speed, I think we'd be onto something here. All right, wipe them out from that corner. Don't really want to be in the midst of whatever's happening here, but I'm going to have to. It doesn't look like they're going to give me, like, a safe exit. Let's go ahead and throw some damage around, maybe get some of these archers down here. The more I can sprinkle around, like, dots and things that hurt, I think the better off we'll be. Okay, a little bit of damage out right there. Lots and lots of bullets flying through the air at the moment. I'm going to have to wait for my cooldown to come back on some of my other goodies. But with the increased crit chance, I should be lighting people on fire much more frequently now. I'm going to wipe them out. We almost got right there. I don't know if you were watching my health meter, but that thing took a dip. That thing went into the can of Copenhagen a little bit. All right. Big opportunity right there for whatever we can accomplish. Go ahead and put some beam damage on them. Stay away from bullets for right now. Get that corner cleared out. Wow. Okay, there is a lot of stuff happening here. We've got nice AoE opportunity right there just for our basic. Stone form is back up, so we'll slice and dice everything we can, but I didn't want to get caught by the AoEs that were going to be around the mines. So, like, I dashed out a little bit early, but that's okay. If it keeps you alive, it wasn't a bad plan. Man, we're not even on the last wave yet. Like, we've still got more guys zoning in. Okay. That was a nice little kill right there. I mean, honestly, that Whirling Blades ability, I think, is kind of low-key the carry here. Like, it's one of those abilities that's actually pretty good. A little bit of damage took right there. I'm going to go ahead and jump on in right here, kill a few of those guys so that I can access a potion. A little bit more damage out right there, too. I'm going to see if I can dash across, grab a health potion real fast. We're generating pretty fast as far as HP goes, but still, I'd rather not take any chances. Might be able to get them with the basics right there. May not be necessary to go like full ham hoss on that one. Not too bad of a little title, though. I mean, for $1, I mean, if they continue to add more things to the game, basically just more modifiers and more like little creative ways to synergize and create a build, I think they're on a really, really good path with this one. I think this game could actually be fairly popular. I would recommend that they vary up the tile set like every X amount of waves. So like we're on like the 10th wave right now. I would recommend that they get different arenas that have like different tile sets that look a little bit different. But apparently we got the trophy. All right. What the trophy do? Hey, there we go. So apparently we can increase the challenge level. Yeah, absolutely. So let's go back and we'll take a look and we'll see what the increased challenge level looks like real rapidly. So do we do that through the options or like, how do we increase the challenge level now that we picked up the cup? Challenge level 0. Oh, okay. So we can just raise the challenge level right there. Gotcha. So we've got elite enemies. Okay. What do we have this time? Oh, dude, I've got like little circular fireballs. Oh, I love that. That's my favorite right there. This is just garlic from Vampire Survivors. I'm all about this life. Oh, the enemies do different stuff now, too. They don't just hit harder. They, like, split and stuff. That's actually really, really good. If the challenge levels increase the enemy variety and cause the enemies to get new abilities and new things that they do as you go up levels, that's really, really good design. I like that. That actually, like, incentivizes going a little bit further. We've got more lightning damage, cooldown reduction. Okay. We've got blur, so our vision is up by 20% while moving. Spontaneous combustion we took last time. I think spontaneous combustion sounds good. I'll probably take the attack power right there, but yeah, this is Neophyte. The game is early on. It's $1 on itch.io, and it jumped out at me. I played a couple of rounds, and I was like, that was actually fairly enjoyable. My only things are that, like, I kind of wish the MC moved a little bit faster. That's pretty much like the only thing is I kind of wish that it moved, like your movement speed was just like 20% quicker, just to make things a little bit more seamless. Because these earlier waves, when your character moves so slow, they can feel slow-paced. And since that's going to be people's like first introduction to the game, maybe speeding it up ever so slightly might be a good idea. But I'm not a game designer. That's just what I was kind of thinking. There's Ghost Form right there and some more crit. So I thought he was taking a poop for a second. I thought we were going to get an ability that allowed us to take a dump. Close combat, I mean, this one directly incentivizes us taking HP because it converts our HP into more attack power. So I feel like that's a really, really solid choice because now I can just focus on HP pickups and not worry about attack power at all because I'm getting attack power naturally just by getting more HP. But that's what I mean. There's a lot of really cool little abilities and perks and stuff in this game, and for $1, no brainer. Pretty fun one, dude. Don't have a whole lot of things to complain about. Love the animation, love the soundtrack, love the hit feedback, love the spells, love the perks, love the variability. I think all that it needs right now is just like more stuff, like more things. and like they'll be onto something. I think people are really gonna jump on this one if it hits Steam, especially at that low price point of $1. Like, good lord. I'll see y'all later. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Neophyte. Tomorrow, we will have something else. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and that's all I got for you. Bye-bye.